steak every week. He was like, steak, this isn't steak. And then we got into the whole deal on it. I don't know for sure. Our guy, DJ Pridemore, who is a culinary expert, I would say, was like, yeah, this is more of a roast. But I don't know. I think we're splitting hairs. So I think the prime rib is in the steak family. And it might be at least a first cousin.
Yes, it usually can count, I believe. Now, I've been going back and forth on this. When I heard about it first,
I wonder why, because
steak. Yeah, because steak is the cut off of a big piece of meat, and you can have like the truest steak, right? Pork steak, pork chops, basically. But then I thought, no, because when you're taking the chunk of meat, you're cutting it into steaks. It's just after you cooked it. So I've decided on yes, it is a steak that you cut after it's cooked.
After much internal deliberation, you come to the conclusion that I was right.
Final answer. Yeah, I was wrong. You were right.
Now, how about you over there, Broadus? Because you're a culinary man. Like, what do you think here? Am I missing the boat? It's delicious either way.
It is. When you're shopping for a prime rib, you ask for a standing rib roast. That's the name you'll see on the butcher's counter. The standing rib roast, unsurprisingly, comes from the rib section of the cow.
Yeah, it's a roast.
Cows have 13 ribs on each side.
Right up until the moment you cut it.
The first 5 are called the chuck. The middle 7 are the standing rib, and the very last rib is the loin. A standing rib roast can weigh, 25.
Yeah, you could have that loin as a roast, or you could slice it and become. You know,
I agree with DJ. I call it a roast.
It seems as though it's a roast. Because my initial, when you asked me yesterday in the press box, I was like, man, I mean, it's...
You guys are Googling it.
It's, well,
I
didn't Google it yesterday. My answer is no. It's not, I mean, you can get it at steakhouses, but it's different than a steak.
I wanted to know where it was, the prime rib. It's actually from the rib section, so that's the name.
Yeah.
So to me, that's why.
My question is, why do we call it all prime rib when some is choice and select cut?
It has to do with the grade.
Yeah.
It has to do with the grade, with where.
So we can't be saying prime rib if it's not prime.
Is it all prime then? What if it's not prime grade? Do they repurpose it? Are only the prime cows good enough for prime rib?
This is a fascinating question, Dawson.
Okay.
Prime rib name misnomer because it contains the word prime.
Yeah.
All prime ribs are not prime grade steak.
Okay.
The highest grade assigned to each steak based on heavy, even marble.
Yes.
Is what they're talking about there.
Yeah.
So
Took the Eagles on last night. It's next here in the G-Bag Nation.
Miss any show segments? Tisk, tisk, tisk. But fear not. You can go back and listen to our fan shows, and it's easier than ever on the Odyssey app. Check it out.
This Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools and Autoflex Leasing.
Karen want to know what's going on.
It looked like Travis Kelce completed a lateral to Kadarius Toney for a touchdown, but it was nullified because Toney was offside when the play started. After the game, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid slammed the officials. Even Brittany Mahomes said the refs were the MVP of the game. All this complaining from Kansas City is comical, as the right call was made.
I wonder what the ticket is for, because I could sit here where I'm sitting and I saw the guy. I know the guy, he live in the complex with me, and I saw he has his indicator on, but the traffic is slow, and he come all the way up to the turn and make a left turn. So I don't know what the ticket is for. Maybe his back indicator light wasn't working. But I know I could see the one from the front. So when I see him the next time, I'll ask. Oh, now the bus is here. I have to go get my kid. Yeah, there goes the bus. Okie dokie.
Information wins. John Anthony Sports, #1 against the spread. So 1-800-244-5506. You want information? I've got it.